What is up, everybody? Kelly here playing Minecraft, and I'm back on the Equilibrium server. I have returned yet again. I've been doing multiple attempts at making videos, and I have subsequently scrapped them all for one reason or another. But I'm going to try to really get a video going up on here. Mainly talking about where I've been, but first let's update. I've made a train station for the Atchel line. It's kind of, yeah, this is kind of the finished product. The tracks here are probably going to have their own layout once Atchel line makes his railway up to this point. But, yeah, pretty simple. You just pull up to the station here. Very simple, kind of a smallish station. You pull up here, you get out. This is kind of like a ticket office. You grab your mine carts from here, and you can head on to the stadium this way. I don't know who would... I think Nevitz would be the next stop, because he's like right up that way. Either that or Smith J, and then that way is Spawn Town. But yeah, I think what we're going to be doing is working more on the stadium, because there's still stuff that I haven't done here. But I would like to go caving for this episode, mainly because I just need to talk about stuff and get things out of the way. Mainly why I've been gone for so long and what I plan to do from now on. So let me just gather some things. Knockback looting, smite. I think smite would be the best option. Yeah. Get rid of that. I think I'll bring one of these. I don't need that. I don't need that. And I don't need that. I would like that. What's in here? Bunch of junk. Got more swords, some more things. Let's put that in there. Let's put these in here. These can go in here, and I think we're all good. I'm gonna bring this with me. It's like a backpack. Can add extra stuff to it. Alright, let's go. Let's go find a cave. So, where have I been? The last, Equilibrium server video that I have done was my 200th video, and since then, did I do this? Yes, I did. Since then, I've actually been doing videos on the Jsano Fan Server. I mentioned that on my 200th video that I'm probably going to continue making videos on that server up until the day I leave for basic training, and that is still the plan, but it turns out that basic training isn't as soon as I thought it would be. I guess caving around here would be fine. Let's see all these caves down here. Maybe I'll go a little bit farther out. But, yeah, I'm not going to basic training until November the 11th, and it is September 8th, so I still have about full 2 months to make videos, so I will continue doing that up until I leave. The plan is actually, once the end of October or November rolls around, I will actually have to stop making videos about a week before I go to basic, because I'm also going to Minecon, technically. I will be in the Orlando area, because I live in Florida, but I'm not going to be at the Minecon itself. I'm going to be hanging out with some guys on the Jsano Fan Server, maybe some Minecraft guys as well, but in terms of actually attending Minecon, I'm pretty much sure that I'm not going to be doing that. Yeah, let's hop down here. So, is that mine shaft right there? No, that's just dirt, I think. Yeah. I don't think there are any caves connecting to this, though. It doesn't matter. So, yeah, that's... So, the reasons why I haven't been on this server, there are a few reasons. I can name at least 3 off the top of my head, though I wouldn't be surprised if there are more. So the number one reason was the assumption that I would be going away to basic fairly quickly. And I don't remember if I mentioned that I'm not going to Air Force basic training, but instead I'm going to Army basic training. I did mention that in a Jsano Fan Server video. I'm not sure if I said that in an Equal Server video. But, yeah, I'm going into Army basic training instead of the Air Force. But, that's one reason. Another reason is, I've kind of just lost interest in being on this server. You know, it's not usually quite busy. I mean, there's only 11 of us, and I'm the only one online right now. But yeah, there's usually not many people on here, so it's kind of a single-player world where occasionally someone else comes to visit. But I haven't had much interest in being on this server lately. Excuse me. I did not realize somebody's been out here. I know that Prey has a portal around here somewhere, so I want to make sure I don't interfere with that. And let's see, the other reason why I haven't been on the server much is because, again, I haven't had much interest in it because of money issues. Basically, I co-own the server. Smitch is the founder. He, Hydra, and I kind of all grouped together and decided to make this server. But I was the primary person. I'm the guy who sends the money to Fragnet, basically. I collect the money from the other guys, and then take the money that I collect from everyone else and send it to Fragnet, along with my own payment. And with the money woes that I've been having, I have been able to make payments up until recently. And luckily payments have still been going through. It's just that I haven't really been able to make a contribution to it. I'm not really sure how the money has been going through, to be honest, because I set up automatic payments, and then soon after had a lot of trouble with money, with overdrawing my bank account, and then it eventually closed on me. Man, there are no caves up here. But, yeah, I wasn't able to make payments for a while, and yet payments were still going through with no problem. I don't know if Fragnet was, like, giving us a free pass every so often, because there were a couple times where it would say, I would get an invoice in my emails, and it would say, you know, cost is this much, you know, the subtotal is this much, and it would say, like, credit this much, and the grand total is $0. Like, something happened to where either we made a couple extra payments that we didn't have to make, or we were given like a free pass. Here we go. But either way, for a little bit there, we were able to make payments, or able to keep the server going without me having to make any payments, really. And I don't think anybody really contributed to payments during that time. I don't know. But unless the payments that people were making were just automatically going to it, and I didn't have to worry about the payments going because it was already being covered. That's probably what was going on. But either way, my money was causing me to really lose interest in the server because it was another thing that I had to pay for, another bill, you know, another place where my money was getting sucked out of my account, you know, the money that I was trying so hard to keep. And so I didn't really want to have anything to do with the server for a bit, and basically just kind of stopped playing on it. And then there was also the fact that I just kind of ran out of ideas as well. I mostly have the stadium finished. It's functional. It just needs some aesthetic touches. And that's actually what we should be doing from now on, is working on the aesthetic touches of the stadium. But yeah, I really lost interest in playing on the server because, you know, I had to contribute payments to it, and even though it's like not that much when you divide it amongst everybody, it's still, you know, it's kind of one of those passive things where I would be, you know, budgeting or, you know, preparing myself for losing this much money and ending up with, you know, a little bit of money left, and then suddenly Fragnet makes a payment, and I'm like, where did all my money go? And then I realized that, you know, Fragnet just made a payment, and you know, I didn't accommodate for that because I completely forgot that payment exists. And so yeah, so there were a few times where I forgot to think about that. I had a problem with that with something else as well. One of my stupid decisions back in the past was to make a charitable donation to the ASPCA, which helps abused and neglected animals. And it's not stupid for me to contribute to such a cause, but I had signed up for a monthly donation, and of course, at the time that I did that, you know, I wasn't worrying too much about money, and then soon after I did that, you know, I went under, and it was like every month I was doing fine, and then that payment would go through, that donation would go through, and I was back on the bottom again. Oh, I got a creeper coming through. There you are. That was unusually quick. I had a short fuse. So yeah, that was kind of a main contributor to why I haven't been on much. But now that I have, you know, I have money a little bit, very little, like $60. Well, not including the gas money that I just got, which is gonna go for gas. But yeah, $60, and that's what I have to my name to carry me over to November. I'm getting paid for a couple stuff leading up to then, and I'm taking a bit of my gas money and putting it into my account. But you know, I don't have much money right now, though once I get into basic training, I'm going to start, you know, I'm going to get paid for my time in there, and, you know, all that good stuff. So that's kind of, at least made me feel more at ease, and, I'm okay with I don't know. I feel I've been wanting to get back onto the server and try to be more active again. But most recently, it's really been all a fact that I couldn't really figure out what to do. And I actually have been recording videos, but I have been having trouble figuring out what kind of content to put out, or putting out decent content. Because with the Jsano Fan Server, that's, you know, become my main series. And, yeah, that's where I talk about everything. And so, when I come onto this server, I don't really have anything to talk about, because it's already been said on the other one. And so, oh, diamonds. So, I am planning on, at least focusing on building more. You know, there's a chance that I might just reiterate some things that I've talked about before on the Jsano Fan Server. But I'm going to try to be more active on here and focus on finishing up my stadium before I leave. There's a lot of stuff up here. Oh, more diamond. So I got 2 patches of diamonds. In this dark, spooky cave. This dark, spooky cave. I'll get to that diamond, I just gotta light up the area. So, I think that's everything I need to say concerning the server. I'm still planning on... Excuse me. Some caught in my throat. Itchy throat. But I'm going to still contribute financially to the server, as long as I still can. I may look at making a change or two to the server, see if I can save a buck or two. Because the one thing I didn't mention to anybody before was that, where's this other diamond at? I think it's over this way. Let me just go back up and around. Yeah. But, at one point we had some server issues where a new person would get onto the server and then it would freak out and start crashing a lot. And, that was close. And, so I actually added more RAM to the server, and that actually boosted up the cost of the server by a few dollars. I think it used to be like 12 bucks or something like that, and it bumped up to 18 something. And so I never mentioned that because I don't know, because I don't like mentioning things that could inconvenience people. But yeah, I just kind of said, oh, no problem, you know, it's not that big of a change, I can handle it. And it turns out I just barely could. So, but yeah, I kind of feel weird asking for money. I don't like asking for money. I've mentioned this before, that I'm too independent for my own good, and that's why I end up in such bad situations all the time, because I'm always worried about, you know, it's not so much that I'm like, I'm a man, I can do this myself. It's more of, you know, for one thing, it's a, you know, I want to, I feel like that if I have to ask for help, that I feel like I'm like some sort of bad person, like saying some sort of negative vibe or something. Like if I have to ask for money, I feel really bad about it because, you know, because I feel a bit like a mooch. The main thing is that I feel like that I've failed to conquer whatever it is that I'm trying to conquer, like my financial woes, or you know, my classes or something. If my grades are bad, I don't ask for help because I want to try to fix it myself, because you know, it's my problem, and you know, I should be the one dealing with it. And you know, a lot of times it's the other issue of, I got myself into this, you know, I need to get myself out. And oh, zombie spawner. Dang it. But yeah, hello. I'm always concerned about, you know, how others would think of me if I have to do this, or like, you know, how I feel that I have to ask for help because I couldn't accomplish something that I've been trying to work on. You know, because that's, I don't know. I just want to feel like that I'm able to conquer something on my own, and that I'm able to accomplish accomplish this task that's been given to me, or this issue that I've, you know, ended up in, that I've put myself into. And you know, asking for money is one of those things where I really hate to do it, because I know by experience how tough it is to have money to you know, make a living and, you know, keep that living. And so to ask somebody else to give me a portion of their hard-earned money, you know, to just ask for it while they have spent all this time earning it, really doesn't sit well with me. You know, but yeah, so where did I go in this? I question myself. I question my caving techniques sometimes. Like, why did I completely ignore this and go that way? So yeah, that's why I usually end up in these situations, and unfortunately, even though I've acknowledged this multiple times, and continue to acknowledge it, it's really tough. It's a really tough thing for me to break. It's a, you know, the old habits die hard saying is a pretty good saying for me, I guess, because it's kind of true in my situation, where, yeah, I could easily, you know, just turn around and ask for help, but I really feel weakened by it. I feel defeated, and I have to ask for help. I mean, it's not like I do that for every little thing. You know, if I can't find, like, I don't know, like if I can't find where the, I don't know, where the mall is or something, you know, I will ask for help for that. That's not a big deal. That's not a problem. It's you know, dealing with these bigger issues that other people don't have as big a problem with. So yeah, that's kind of everything to update on. I thought I heard a pressure plate. That was kind of weird. I don't want to go that way. It's like right here. So yeah, I'm going to try to be more active on the server. Try to, at least leading up into basic training, I'm going to try to be more active and see if I can focus on finishing up this stadium at least, because that is something I can do. Mainly I have to let's see, I gotta I have to finish the pathway to the locker rooms. I have to finish the concession stands and the gift shop, or whatever I'm gonna make that as. Right now it's a gift shop, but or it's going to be a gift shop, but seeing as I kind of already have that inside, I might have to change it. And I still also want to finish moving the broadcast booth somewhere else, because it's not in a very good place in terms of broadcasting. So I will probably work on at least some of that before I leave. So let's see, in terms of basic training itself, I'm still prepping for it. To kind of update the path that has been going on up until then, there was, let's see, I tried to get in with the Air Force, couldn't do that because I could never get in touch with them, so I decided to look elsewhere, and I talked to the Army, and after a little bit decided to sign up with them, and that went all nice and smooth. I'm going in a circle. And then, let's see, after that I went up to MEPS, the Medical Entry Processing Station, something like that. They told me that I had some issues that I needed to take care of, and, you know, there was a cyst on right where my tailbone is, and so I had to go to the doctors and get that looked at. Turns out it was nothing. I'm completely lost. And thought I was going to get delayed for 6 months. It turns out that the next time I went to MEPS, which was originally only supposed to be for an ear wash, turned out that they had cleared me, and I stayed at MEPS an extra day and got sworn in. So now I'm officially enlisted in the Army, and I'm going to be a wheeled vehicle mechanic. I'm going to be shipping out on November the 11th, in which I'm going to go back up to MEPS on the 11th, stay the night at a hotel there, and then leave on the 12th for South Carolina. Fort Jackson, South Carolina. Spent 3 months there in basic training. Or, no, it's 4 months. 4 months in basic training. And then I go to Virginia for my advanced training. And after that, I get deployed somewhere. Getting deployed does not necessarily mean that I'm going overseas. It just means that I'm going to go to some base somewhere in the world. So I could be here in the US, I could be, you know, in Germany, maybe. Or I could go to Syria. seeing as that is the new hotspot. Hopefully not. Because, I was reading up on the chemical warfare that they've been doing in the... get back. And the chemicals that they use. And I forget what kind of chemical it was. I forget what it was called. But, it's a muscle... It attacks the muscles. And, basically there's this chemical reaction that causes your muscles to flex and unflex. And the chemicals that they use causes the chemical reaction to unflex, to not necessarily shut down. It just prevents the relaxing of the muscles from happening. So basically all you can do is flex your muscles and flex them more and flex them more and flex them more. And yeah, a very painful thing to have happen. And if it gets into your your lungs or your blood system, it will contract those as well, because your heart's a muscle, your lungs, or your diaphragm, you know, is affected by that. And if it gets into either one of those systems, it can definitely kill you. The good news is that if you survive it all, you will make a full recovery after it. The downside is that it's a very secretive kind of chemical, because it's odorless, it's colorless, it dissipates really quickly. So in a matter of hours, days, you know, maybe a couple weeks. Oh, whoa. I knew he was around, I just didn't expect him to attack me like that. Jeez. Okay, he came from right up there. But yeah, it dissipates really quickly. So, it's a really efficient way to kind of, it's kind of, what do they call it? Like a silent, or a friendlier atomic bomb in a way, because it destroys people without destroying the environment. Basically, it's not toxic to the environment. It dissipates really quickly. It breaks down into these, you know, non-toxic chemicals or components. Hey, look, the surface. And so it can completely destroy any type of living creature and leave the rest of the environment untouched. And it's a really really easy way to gain an advantage, because you can set it up, like, it's really quick and easy to make. Like, people will actually they'll actually make the chemical in the field, as, you know, right before they enter a town, and then they can fire it off, kill everybody that's there, and then, you know, just wait a little bit for it to dissipate, and then just kind of move in and take over the town without any problems. So it's a very efficient way to take over a city or a town or whatever. So it's kind of a scary thing. Like, it was on SciShow with Hank Green from the Vlog Brothers. No, not the Vlog Brothers. Whoops. But yeah, it was Hank Green from SciShow, and he was talking about the gases, and it definitely creeped me out. It's not often that I get, creeped out or freaked out by something like that. I'm usually a very calm and laid-back person, and that definitely struck a note with me, especially considering that I'm joining the army and could very possibly end up over there if things happen. So hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully I just go to like another place in the US and just work on Humvees for a while, which I wouldn't mind. I like Humvees. They're big, brawny vehicles. But I think I was going to do for this episode. Got a little bit of diamonds, and had some talks, discussed where I've been and what I plan to do. Hopefully I stay true to that plan. And hope you guys enjoyed watching. I'm going to make my way back up to the surface, and I shall see you all next time.